Hi, in this video, we are going to discuss about CSV files. What are the advantages, disadvantages of the CSV files, writing, reading in CSV files, and then we will see some questions from the sample paper. So let's start. First, what is CSV file? Comma separated values. It is a file format for data storage and it looks like text file and it holds the information in organized way with one record and each field is separated by comma. Now, some characteristics of CSV files. One line for each record, and each field is separated by comma. Fields with inbuilt commas are separated by double quote characters. Next, when we use CSV files, so when data has a strict tabular structure to transfer large data between programs, to import and export data to Office applications, and to store, manage, and modify shopping cart catalog, etc. Now, what are the advantages of CSV files? These files CSV is faster to handle, smaller in size, easy to generate, and unlike binary, it is in human readable form and easy to edit manually, and it is simple to implement. Now, there are some disadvantages of CSV files. They are there is no standard way to represent binary data. Like binary files, the data is stored in the binary form, but in CSV there is no standard way. Next, there is no distinction between text and numeric values. Also, poor support of special character and control character. And CSV only allows most basic data only. We cannot enter complex data in it. And also, when we import CSV in SQL, it creates some problem. Now, writing and reading in CSV file. For writing and reading operation, it is very easy from text file. First, we have to import CSV module to call the all operations of CSV. For writing, we open file in writing mode using open parenthesis method, and it will create a new files like object. And through csv.writer, we will create a new file. Then we create writer object to call writer. It means that we are going to enter the data using the writer method. And similarly for reading, we open file in read mode and then we will create a new file like object. And further to read the data, we will use the command csv.reader method to read each the row of the file. And then there are three files opening method: writing mode, reading mode, and append mode. And at last, when all the operations are done, we use the command uh, f file dot close parenthesis method to close the operation. Next, code for writing in CSV files. So first we have to import CSV, and as we are going to write code in writing mode, so first we open, like we are going to open the CSV file in write mode as a new file. So this is a new file, and then we are going to write the data in the CSV file. So we are going to give the command csv.writer and new file, the file name. Then new file writer dot write row. This means write row means that we are adding the data, but write row only allows to take one argument at a time. So we are creating a list to add multiple data at a time using comma. So we did create user ID, beneficiary. Then again new file writer dot write row. Then we are again creating a list for one row, like user ID is one and beneficiary like XYZ, it is a string. And same for the another for adding or for adding more data. Then at last we will close the file using new file dot close parenthesis method. Same as for reading code, we will open the file and the file name as a new file, then the file name, and then we are going to read the file. So we have to use the command csv.reader and the file name. And for the row in new reader file, we will print the row, means it will read all the rows using the csv.reader file. Then we will, after using this operation, we will close the file using file name dot close parenthesis. Now let's look at some examples. Right, like program to write data into student CSV file using writer method. It is the same as previous one we have done. So first we will import CSV, then we will give the field names like name, class, year, percent. And for entering the data, now we are going to enter the data like rows, Rohit 12th 2003 92%. So then we will add the data in the field. Then we will give the name of the file like marks.csv. Then we are going to write in the CSV file. Then we will use the method of write row, and when we create the CSV file, it will automatically creates the data automatically goes in the new line. Then then we are going to write in the fields. So then we will use the command csv underscore w dot write row fields. As I have told you that write row takes only one argument. And for I in rows means it is a nested row, it is a nested loop, and it will write the data in all the tables. Then we'll and after that we will print file created after entering all the data. Next, and from reading CSV file we will use read row method. Then the output, then we have Excel sheet, we have created the data in tabular form, and then we can see the output like student.csv. Now let's discuss some questions from sample paper. First question, assertion. CSV is a file format for data storage which look like a text file. As we have read in the first slide, the CSV files are like text files, and the reason given is the information is organized with one record on each line, and each line is separated by comma. As you know, this both are true, and R is correct explanation for A. Now, this question is very important for 5 marks. The question is give any one point of difference between binary file and CSV file. So, the difference between binary files and CSV files are binary files extension is .dat and it's not human readable form. It stores data like binary form. And unlike in CSV file, it is extension is .csv and it is in human readable form and stores data like text file. Another question, what are the advantages of CSV file for permanent storage? Advantage of CSV file is it is human readable and opened in Excel and Notepad applications. It's just like text file. Now, another question is write a program in Python that defines and calls the user-defined function. Add to accept the data of employee to a CSV file record.csv. Each record consists of a list with field elements as employee ID, name, and mobile to store employee ID. So basically, in this, what we are going to do is we will import CSV, then we will define the add functions, and then we are going to open the CSV file or the file we are going to use. Then we are using it in append mode. That means we are adding the new data and in with new line function. Then we will use the write function that we will uh, write the data in the CSV file. So we have given employee ID, integer int input enter employee ID. Basically we are going to add the names of employee, name, their mobile number, and then we will create a list of that. So then at after the creation we will use the command f.close. So this will create the CSV file, and we can easily use add functions. So thank you for watching the video. I hope it helps to clear the functions. It helps you to clear the all the concepts of CSV file.